How hot is it where you live? Here in condo land, it's about 110 degrees. It's probably 7:30 in the afternoon or 7:45 in the afternoon, something like that. AC just runs and runs and runs, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit from the heat. Now, what else wanted to vomit? The filter in my old backpack blower. See that dust? This fell apart. This is like the third time it happened here, because it's so hot in this garage. Everything just disintegrates. It literally just disintegrates. I had a plastic bucket with my grease guns in it that went crashing down over there. Just split in a million pieces just from the heat. Like, can't take it anymore. Exploded. So, that's that. I did put it in, but I have to oil it. The trick is with this, these come sometimes oiled, but not too well. So, they do have a slit in it. Take like a cap full of oil. I'm just using the Rotella oil because I'm not cracking open synthetic or anything. Plastic baggie, gloves. Put some oil in the cap and dump it in the baggie and like work it all around. I'll show you. Yeah, these filters, they no longer make them. The OEM Japanese Kawasaki filters. Excuse me, it's gonna get a little shaky. My other camera's filled up too. All my point and shoots are filled up with nonsense. I have to go through all that footage and do something with it. Hold on. And yeah, so that is shaky camera. Putting on gloves. That's an issue. What's this? More stuff over there? I don't know. Is that sweat or oil? I don't freaking know. Maybe a mixture of everything. I'm just gonna put one glove on. Yeah, and then when this thing explodes, it just puts powder all over this thing over here, so you have to go take it all apart and wash it. It probably messed up my carburetor gasket. It's one thing after another, because it's crap. But yeah, this is the new one. The oil in it just like dried up, it's an old one. So, what we're gonna do, cap full of oil, pour it. This thing still works. This does not work. I should really just sell this car because it's just too hot to repair it. It has like a major fuel pressure issue. And yeah, like 2 ounces of oil, like a cap full. Try not to spill it. Try not to, that should be enough. And yeah, it's just too hot to fix, and it's going to be months and months and months until it's fixed because it's just too hot here. It's just too hot. People don't know what it is, how hot it is here. It's the hottest place in the world, pretty much. And I'm not kidding you. This area of the state is just the hottest. So put it like this, one hand. Put it in a baggie. Oh man, worst video ever. My other camera, like I said, is filled up, and I have no tripod. I do actually have a tripod, but someone stole it on me, but it's still here. But somebody else just claimed it as theirs, like what happens a lot. I'm missing it. Dump it in a crack over there. Hold on, I'll show you in a minute. Might want to put a little more oil in there. Dump it in a crack. And work it all in. I think I'm going to put a little more oil in there so it's pretty dry. So I'm thinking too, they dry out. And then the foam starts cracking. Maybe if it's oiled, it won't crack. I don't know. Yeah, it was getting a little messy. But then when you're done, kind of just squish it out in a bag. And then, you know, it's better than what it was. I probably could put a little more oil on it, but I'm not over-oiling it. Yeah. It's now when you push it, it feels like kind of moist on your fingers when before it didn't. I'm not going crazy with it. So, it has some weight to it now too. Yeah, they only make like an aftermarket filter now for these old blowers. I don't want to go for it. I don't know why it deteriorates. Maybe the other one is dried out maybe and I didn't pay attention. You know, everything dries out in about 6 months here. Even the people, they dry out and they just die. So, that's what happens. So, hopefully that works. I gotta go test fire this thing, but that's another fiasco just to do that. Yeah, the old filter turned into like powdered toast. Powdered toast, man. You know, Ren and Stimpy. It's messed up. So that's the oil. We got just the oil on this thing. This thing's never gonna get fixed. Oh, look at all that Cat 6 cable we found on the spool in the trash. Yeah, well, trash found steel still works too. Remember that? Got that about a year ago out of this place. But you know, this I gotta sell. And I want a bearing splitter. It's gonna be for sale. Some of the parts are in my room. Snap-on bearing splitter. 80 bucks. Give me. It's yours. Yeah, generator, we got a test fire. Yeah, I can't believe this thing ran the other day too when I was eating foam. But that's how you do it, oil filter. Generator has a sponge filter too. Paper filters are better than sponge foam filters with oil in them. Alright, let me get out of here. I definitely feel like I'm dying because it's really, really hot. And I'm just really, really done with this climate. You know, it's to a point where I would rather just hope everything was destroyed and move on with my life. But nothing. Than to continue here with all this stuff and this hot heat. Alright, done. Oh, I got another grill for a truck too. That one came a little better. They wrapped it in like green stuff. And now I have nowhere to put it. You know, it's just too much. I think nothing else is going to be bought and brought here. Alright, over. Oil filter, it's easy. Before it turns into powder toast. See, that's the old one. It just fell apart. It's like brand new too.